Position tonight, Clark. Should be a fun battle for the fans.
I agree. I mean, every kid loves to dribble and shoot, so it's a blast to watch the pros do it, the best in the world. Plus, if there's any ankle breaking going on tonight, you know it's going viral.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt, and it's Carter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Just awesome speed from Brown. Blasting off towards the bucket and slamming it down.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Pass to White, down to 5 on the shot clock. A nice shot by Tatum.
Well, I like how Tatum had his hands up and ready to go on that catch and shoot. Well done.
Suggs outside. And there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's his first foul of the game.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Banchero no good.
I think everybody in the building is expecting them to make that collective shot.
After 2 consecutive first-round exits, the Magic now looking to take the next step, Clark.
You know, B.A., making the playoffs was the first step for this young core. And now that they have some experience, they've added some talent, too. So they're determined to continue to progress towards championship contending status.
Responding nicely with his own 3, Banchero. This is how competitive this man is.
Simons with it. He's picked up by Banchero. Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Suggs. To the inside. It's stolen by Tatum. White for 3. Kick out to Brown. Pass to Tatum. Over Banchero. It's rebounded by Wagner.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
Back to Banchero. Wagner with a screen on Brown. Here's Banchero. Plenty of space. And again, it's Orlando converting.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Simons. Outside Tatum. Pass to White. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
Boy, White is a capable three-point shooter now, and he does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
And it's Wagner missing. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Driving to the basket. Three-pointer. And the Celtics another 3.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Suggs. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Cleared to fly. Here comes Mr. Suggs lifting off.
And Brown with the stuff.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Suggs with the bucket. Suggs has got 6.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
White finds Tatum. 1:09 left in the first quarter. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
The athletic prowess of Tatum on full display. What a move to the bucket.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't want to break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. BA, back to you.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Simons. Still without a bucket. And it's Tatum missing. Here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
In transition, Banchero already knows to turn on the Jets. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense to catch up on him at all.
There's Tatum with the 3. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Are you serious? I mean, he made the defender look silly right there. Just an epic move.
Banchero outside. Back to Bain. Puts it up from 12. Banchero no good. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Celtics. His fingerprints were... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Boston.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Xavier Tillman is out there with Sam Hauser. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Garza in at the center position. That's the Boston Five. Black, no good. Celtics lead by 6. Pass to Hauser. Orlando grabs the miss. 3-on-3. Here's Isaac. And Pritchard pulls it down. Boston's gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Garza passes to Pritchard. Now Hauser inside. Garza's shot is good.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Magic trail by 8. Isaac. And the dunk by Isaac.
And, you know, Isaac is a high percentage shooter, takes good shots and makes a good percentage of them. And he's very skilled at getting position to throw it down on you.
Give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Black with it. Pritchard picks him up. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And with most NBA defenses bringing help from that weak side corner, that opens up offenses for the weak side crash, Clark.
Yep, if I was still playing BA, I would make way on that offensive glass ball, wreaking havoc on the boards. Extra opportunities are plenty the way the game is played now.
Now here's Pritchard. No points so far. And the basket by Shireman.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Black passes to Batadze. Back to Black. And the layup is good off the glass. Black's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
And there's the drive.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Celtics lead by 8. Hauser right side. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Isaac.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Here's Black. Pass to De Silva. Now here's Isaac. Isaac with a screen on Pritchard from outside the arc. Shot's good by Black. Black's got 7.
He was licking his chops there. Got a good look.
Now Pritchard. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. The shot that time not on target. Good work defensively by Black. Yep, that one goes. And now just a 3-point Boston lead. The Celtics have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Hauser outside. And the Magic pushing it up now. Here's De Silva. That one's good. This game is all even. De Silva's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. Boston shooting their first free throw of the contest.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for him. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
Now here's Black. He's got 9.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Orlando shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Celtics have got 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Isaac. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Boy, you look at Isaac. He's got a nice ability now to finish inside. Very impressive.
Pritchard with it. Guarded now by Black. Pritchard, the pass to Hauser. Back to Pritchard. Shot clock at 6. Here's Shireman. Again, the miss by the Celtics. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Black, no good. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Hauser. Back to Tillman. Outside Pritchard. Pass to Hauser. Boston needs to get off a shot here. Here's Shireman. Off target with the 3.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Shot's good by Black. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Magic out in front, up 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Anthony Black with a strong contribution so far on this one.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Here's who Jamal Mosley is starting the second half with. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Wagner in a small forward. Well, Clark, when we watch Paolo Banchero play, you can forget he's 6'10".
And he's a locomotive. I mean, he's probably 255 pounds, and all of it is cable wire. I mean, that's why he went first overall. That combination of skill, ball handling, dexterity, agility, and force. He's 25 points a game and also 5 assists. At his size, you don't see that kind of production.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does this team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Back to you guys.
An impact player. Thank you, Allie. Orlando with the ball. Here he goes. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Jalen makes things happen, folks, and the team is much better when Suggs is in attack mode.
Suggs hits them both.
He's about as calm as you can be at the strike.
The Celtics have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. The kick to Tatum, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simons.
You can't make brain-neutral mistakes like that. I mean, you may get an earful later.
Wagner with it, picked up by Tatum. Banchero right side. Using his size, Banchero gets by inside.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
And it's Simons missing. Magic leading by 4. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. No good from outside. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Tatum. Oh, and there's the whistle. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge.
After the review, the movement on the floor is over to team foul.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up. And what?
Come on now.
And Simons is such a skilled two-guard. Fantastic at keeping his balance through contact.
Boston shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. Orlando has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Back to Suggs. 6 to shoot. Down low. Whoa! Emphatic finish from Banchero.
I mean, it's incredible. Banchero can be so dominant. A young player with such a promising future.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes a first.
Line for 2, Sam Hauser.
That one's no good. Orlando leading. Pass to De Silva. Black outside. Puts the move on. And another basket for Orlando.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
In the third, 2 minutes.
Now here's Pritchard. Tightly guarded. Here's Hauser. Outside Pritchard. To the wing on the left. On the wing, Hauser. They swipe it. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Orlando shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. Walsh is checked in for Hauser.
27, Jordan Walsh.
A minute 39 left to play in the third quarter here. Pass to De Silva. Takes the 3. And another miss by Orlando. Celtics trail by 5. Pritchard surviving the D. Into the lane. Fires from deep. Walsh can't get it to go. For Orlando, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Shots good by Black.
Black. Assist from Goga Batadze.
Boston's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Right side Pritchard. Pass to Shireman. Howard grabs the miss.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Black, no good. For Boston, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Out to the wing. Tillman with a screen. Takes it inside. Oh, they pick off the pass. And it's Orlando on the break. There's Howard with the 3. It's rebounded by Walsh. Boston trailing.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Tillman with a screen. To the paint. It's stolen by Howard. In transition, the Magic on the run. Shot is good by Isaac. Isaac's got 6 points.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
And so it's Orlando with a... And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. White and Brown are the wingmen. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Tatum clearly putting on a show in this one. Doing it all.
Brown with a screen. Tatum passes to White. From downtown. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Suggs finds Banchero. Shoots over Tatum. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
Banchero against Tatum. And stolen by Suggs. And it's Orlando on the break. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
From deep, Bane.
Yeah, with his length and athleticism, Tatum has the tools to be a lockdown defender.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Simons passes to Tatum. And here's Brown. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Wagner. Magic leading by 9. And he lobs it up. Oh, deflected. It's stolen by Tatum. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Pass to Brown. Tatum, a screen on Wagner. Outside Tatum.
Good, strong defensive awareness on display that time from Carter Jr. He's not afraid to mix it up and get scrappy defensively.
Cash from downtown.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
It's good from beyond the arc.
And that was deep. But somehow Bane makes that shot look so easy.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
That's a costly error. Let's see how they bounce back.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Black's checked in for Orlando. Shoots it up. And no one in the vicinity.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Fires in the triple. Bane's got 12 points here in the second half.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Magic.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Grant. Competitive game, they battled through every step of the way.
And B.A., can you say big-time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well-deserving of this win.
Tatum can't hit. Orlando leading by 19. Here's Black. Up again. And Jalen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And 1:01 left in the final quarter. From deep, Bane. Jalen Brown with a rebound. The Celtics have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Tatum passes to Queta. Lets the 3 fly. Orlando with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Boston foul. Nias Queta. First personal foul. Third team
First
foul.
one falls for him.
Shooting for Orlando.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And the Celtics in possession here. Fires it. Simon's shot is good.
Simon.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Black. Drives to the hoop. And that one's good. And the Magic lead by 21.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Jalen Brown.
Jacks up a 3. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. A statement.
have been looking forward to, Greg, for a while now. Two major star-studded teams ready to battle.
On paper, it's a very exciting matchup, and knowing these guys are ready to exceed all expectations, we could be in for a real show here tonight.
And now the New York Knicks starters. We've got Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson out there with Bridges. Then there's Towns, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward. And it's sent back by White. Simons against Brunson. Over in the corner, White. And the three off target. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. The coach had nothing but praise for Jalen Brunson, and he said he spent a lot of time watching Jalen. His words were, it's not easy for a player his size to dominate like he does. It speaks to his drive and his ability to outthink his opponents. Coach holds Brunson in high regard. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you so much. I know some would classify Derek White as underrated. Stan, what's your read on him?
Well, Kevin, I would say he was underrated for a long time, but now I think we've all gotten smarter, and we all realize Derek White is one of the best guards in this league, period. I don't think he's underrated anymore, and I just think it took us a long time to catch up with how good he is.
Now, Simons. After OG Anunoby missed from long range. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Tatum. Off target with his 3. The Knicks have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Bridges finds Towns. Puts up a deep 3. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Over in the corner, White gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, yeah, White prefers a more head-on shot, but that doesn't mean he can't sink those corner threes, too.
Brunson a screen on Brown. For 3, traps in the tray.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now, here's Hart after Jaylen Brown's miss. And stolen by Simon. Brown outside. Tatum setting the pick for Brown. Pass to Tatum. Here's Kata. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Anunoby. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it.
Well, with his mechanics and size, when Towns spots up, it's tough to disrupt his shot.
Simons from outside. Knicks with the rebound. And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter. Anunoby passes to Brunson. Shoots it. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Outside Tatum. Brunson against White. Simons from outside. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, you see that quick release. It's Simon right on the money.
3-pointer. Bridges misses. Boston leading by 4. Fires from deep. And again, Boston with the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
I'm watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Celtics ball.
Tatum against Hart. Stolen by Brunson. And Hart with a clear path to the hoop. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson.
And the active hands pay off for Brunson as he turns a steal into an easy deuce.
White the pass to Kata. Brown wide open. He fires. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Out to Brunson. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Tatum. Pass to White. Over in the corner, Brown. And the Celtics another three.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contentious.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Celtics. They lead by 8. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Robinson is out there with Dusan Yabusele. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's McBride in at the 2.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Austin leading by 8. At one time, pretty much just a three-point specialist. Sam Hauser, coach, is now cranking up the defense.
Yeah, look, Kevin, you can come into the league and maybe carve out a niche with just one skill. But usually what you have to do is take that one skill and build on it so that you can be a consistent rotation player. Sam Hauser has done that, and as you said, he's added the defense to his shooting ability.
Buries the long-range jumper.
3 points.
A real source of instant offense. Clarkson is not shy when it comes to shooting the ball.
There's the screen. Pritchard with a wide-open look. And he can't answer back the three-pointer offline. And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, no matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind. Guys?
No quit. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Count it. And the Celtics lead by 6. New York's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Out to Clarkson. Another 3 for New York.
And Clarkson can drain them with ease from that range. No problem for him on that 3.
Pritchard passes to Hauser. Pritchard with the screen on Brogdon. Here's Hauser. The Knicks pull it in.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Yabusele in the corner. Out to Clarkson. No good. That would have tied it. Celtics leading by 3. Hauser with the ball. And it's Clarkson picking him up.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pritchard against Brogdon. Back to Pritchard. Off target from three-point range.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Hey, Stan, how about the Boston Celtics? Back-to-back 60-win seasons.
Well, Kevin, winning 50 is a great season. 60 wins is simply incredible. We have lots of regular seasons where no team wins 60. Credit Joe Mazzulla, his staff, and players for keeping this thing rolling.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Celtics making a switch here. Garza's checked in. Brogdon kicks to Clarkson. 4 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Nice shot by Yabusele. Yabusele's got the lead up to 2 now for the Knicks.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Pass to Shireman. Back to Pritchard. And it's Hauser in the corner. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
McBride's shot is off. The Celtics have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Boston again missing. New York's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8. There's the three, and he's good on the three ball. And now a 5-point Knicks lead. Pritchard feeling it out a bit. Pass to Tillman. Stolen by Brogdon. It'll count. He's off on that one. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Knicks lead by 5. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Let's rev it up and get ready for your Pocket Mike Arena Entertainment.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You gotta like what Jordan Clarkson has done in this game.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
He's a problem, no doubt about it. One that opposing teams have to grapple with every time he takes the floor.
Down on the block, it's Tatum with Kata. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the Boston 5. Here's Brunson driving in. Clock at 4. Hart. Some nice passing by New York here.
Well, Tatum has some wink on him. That really helps him be so effective on defense.
Here's Brown. Gets to the corner and buries it. That's now 8 points for Jaylen Brown. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull up, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill. And then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
And New York making a change here. Shamet's checked in. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, when it comes to his jump shooting, Tatum is extremely efficient in catch-and-shoot situations.
There's Shamet. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. White, wide open. He fires. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Takes the three. Towns, the pass to Shamet. And stolen by Tatum. Simons from outside. He can't get that one. Brunson, left side. And the call will be against Anthony Simons. That'll be his second foul of the game. Boston on D. They've led by as many as 11 points. Hart with it, picked up by Brown. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Simons against Brunson. Now here's Simons. He's covered closely for the lead. It's rebounded by Anunoby. And so Anunoby will bring it up for New York. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. A three-pointer is right on target.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the three. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
It's Brown on the wing. He's guarded by Anunoby. White, good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside. Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure on him.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Josh Hart is great at moving off ball, and he said in today's league, cutting and making a layup is considered boring. Everyone wants ISO. Some of the fundamentals and beauty of the game are lost. For me, it's a feel. If you see the back of your defender's head, try to make a cut. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. 6 on the shot clock. Tatum finds Simon. Offensive rebound. The Knicks leading by 3. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Towns. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, anytime he wants, Towns can be a beast on the offensive boards.
Queta, the pass to Simons. Here's Queta, defended by Towns. The Celtics shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Personal foul.
That one is off.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Brunson outside. Anunoby with the screen for Brunson. Brunson from long distance.
And you can tell Brunson has been well coached. He knows just when to call for that pick and roll.
Simons with the ball. Hart covering. Tatum no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
So Boston ends up going with the new group.
Third team foul.
Here's Brogdon.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Yabusele. Clarkson outside. Pocket 6. McBride on the wing. Hits it from three-point range. McBride's got the lead up to 10 now for the Knicks.
Nice pass. What a heady play by Clarkson.
Got a piece of it. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. There's the lob to Brogdon.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
And Brogdon, here we go. Pass to McBride. Now Clarkson. Up in time. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Gershon Yabusele is out there with Robinson. Then there's Miles McBride. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Clarkson in at the 3 slot. Wide open look. Shireman can't hit.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
Tillman passes to Garza. Beyond the arc. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Clarkson for 3. A putback. And the foul on Sam Hauser. That's his first foul. So New York ends up going with the new group. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Brunson kicks to Anunoby. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. And the Knicks lead by 15.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Substitution on the court.
The Knicks leading by 15. Top of the key. And good. You got the English that time as it falls.
With how fast Brunson plays, his pull-up is really unguarded.
And Tatum puts up a deep 3. Knicks with the rebound. Anunoby's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Brunson. For 3, Bridges. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Well, you know, usually you want to foul a 7-footer, but not Towns. He's excellent at the line.
And he sinks the second. And he makes all three. Celtics trail by 20. Tatum drives in. And here's Brown outside. No good that time. Bridges with some nice defense. Here's the three. Kept alive. Hart kicks to Bridges. Puts up a deep three. Tips it up. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. He's clobbered. And he'll get 3 shots at the line. That one on White.
And Bridges is a crafty player. Knows how to draw whistles and get to that line.
And the second free throw, good. Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. Celtics have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 2-0 run by the Knicks.
Anunoby passes to Bridges. Anunoby is screen on White. Bridges kicks to Hart. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Bridges.
2 minutes remaining in the
Shoots over White. Bridges missing again.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul. Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Celtics trail by 17. White fires. And the 3 misses. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Drills the 3-pointer.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Knicks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jalen Brunson.
He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Derek White. Towns with the rebound. The Knicks leading by 18. Bridges with it, now guarded by Tatum. And Mikal Bridges with the 3.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Brunson from deep 3-point range. The quick look, no good that time. And Simons has it in the corner. Offline with his 3. Lets the 3 fly. Pass to Brunson. Launches from deep. And it's White with the rebound. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. And it's Simons missing. The clock now can just run out for the Knicks. It's Hart on the wing. To the inside. And stolen by Tatum. Fires from way outside. So no problem for New York as they get the win. I'll read.
You have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
And to look at the starters for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the 5 down low. Just 2 to shoot. Beyond the arc. And Caro no good. Hart finds Bridges. Hart with a screen on Bane. For 3, Bridges. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
How about the range from Mikal Bridges? Not intimidated by the extra distance.
Pass to Carter. Wagner outside. Suggs with a screen on Anunoby. Wagner for 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Back to Suggs. 3-pointer. And it's New York with a rebound. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Jamal Mosley gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked Coach about Jalen Brunson's game and what stood out the most to him. He replied, I'd say his toughness as well as his leadership. His teammates rally behind him, and that's why we got to bring that same kind of intensity to guarding him tonight. Containing Brunson won't be easy, but let's see if they're up for it. Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Wagner, the pass to Bane. Clock at 6. Back to Wagner. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Well, that's about toughness and the willingness to absorb contact. Franz Wagner relishing an opportunity to show off a bit.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Now here's Suggs. Back to Bane. Here's the pick. And another 3 for Orlando.
Anytime he can, Bane is taking this shot. I mean, he is supremely confident from range.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And here are the Knicks now, trailing by 2.
And as a defender, Bane makes good use of his speed, staying on the shooter.
And Doris, the Knicks gave up 5 first-round picks and a swap for Mikal Bridges. Safe to say there's some pressure to perform.
There is no doubt about that, B.A., because that is forever the prism through which I will view this trade. His team had showed such patience to that point. To give away 5 coveted first-round picks speaks volumes about the impact they believe he can have for them. Boy, if Suggs is knocking this shot down consistently, the spacing will open up.
3-pointer Bridges sends it home from 3-point land. Bridges has got 9.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire, a little bit of pride at stake.
Now here's Suggs. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Brunson with it. Now guarded by Suggs. And the Knicks, another 3.
Boy, the ability to stop on the dime and rise and fire Jalen Brunson, that is outstanding.
Caro against Hart. Outside Bane. Launches it. Towns with a rebound.
Boy, that's a case where he may have been too focused on answering back with his own 3.
Hart with a screen on Suggs. Here's Brunson outside. And again, New York with the triple.
Such an intelligent basketball play by Jalen Brunson. This guy understands how to get himself going in pick-and-roll action.
Carter from outside. Orlando again missing. And here's New York now. Right now on a 9-0 run. Bridges against Bane. Bridges passes to Hart. Brunson a screen on Caro. Shot clock at 5. Anunoby with it. He's picked up by Bankero. Pulls up. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. It's been all about Jalen Brunson for New York, hitting 3 trays in the... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
They've got Jonathan Isaac. He's out there with Goga Bitadze. And it's De Silva in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
Magic trail by 10. One of the most exciting teams in the league, Doris, the New York Knicks.
BA, there's a saying that the NBA is better when the New York Knicks are in the house and they are good. How about the resurgence over the last 5 years? They want to win now, and that rabid fan base is eating up all this success.
Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
Sometimes, guys, you need someone on your team who understands my job is to be aggressive, whether I have it going or whether I don't. And Jordan Clarkson is that guy.
Here's Shaman. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Commissioner Adam Silver was asked about the wildest ideas thrown around in the league office. He said, quote, one thing that's been discussed is potentially 2 free throws for a foul on a 3-point shot. I don't think we'd do it in the last 2 minutes of the game, but that's something interesting. Guys, back to you.
Not a bad idea. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Shot clock at 2. It's rebounded by Bitadze.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
And once again, off the mark by Orlando. New York leading by 10. Screen by Robinson. Brogdon, the pass to Robinson. Here's Shaman, guarded by Richardson. 3-pointer, no good. Orlando has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. He buries it from 3.
Boy, defensively, you deserve to get torched from deep if you leave him that open. My goodness.
Orlando foul. Richardson. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Screen by Robinson. Shaman. The putback. Kicks it out to Clarkson. And the 3-pointer goes. Clarkson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, we know Jordan Clarkson is a guy who likes to play fast. He's going to catch and shoot as soon as it touches his fingers.
There's a screen. Back to Black. From deep 3-point land. The rebound by Shamet. The Knicks have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Well, the painted area is really where Mitchell Robinson thrives.
BA, he might be the best offensive rebounder in the game, and his ability to do that helps teams win on the margins. He's also a menace on the defensive end, a massive presence at the rim.
Here's De Silva. No made baskets yet. Back to Black. Here's the 3. The Knicks with the rebound.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
Clarkson outside. Puts up a 3. They get it back. Yabusele outside. Offline with a 3. Magic trail by 10. On the wing, Richardson. Pass to De Silva. The kick out to Richardson. From behind the arc. Counted from distance. Richardson's got 6.
When the defense totally lost track of him, he punishes them with a 3-pointer. That's a bad decision.
They get it again. Yabusele outside. Brogdon feeling it out a bit. 5 on the clock. Clarkson passes to Robinson. Second chance effort, and it's good on the layup. And the Knicks lead by 9.
Long arms, tremendous athleticism, and pursuit of the basketball. Mitchell Robinson working the glass right now.
Back to Black. Let's go with a 3. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
Now here's Brogdon. Black defending. And it's Orlando on the break. This one for 3. Hits a three-pointer. And now just a 3-point Knick lead.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Here's Shamit. No good on the buzzer beater. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Knicks out in front, leading by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You look at Jalen Brunson. What a contribution.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
On the court right now for the Knicks. Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the point guard position.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Anunoby can't get it to go.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Now here's Banchero for the lead. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Brunson with it. He's picked up by Banchero. That shot wide open. Anunoby's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Bain. And stolen by Bridges. Can't finish the lob. Magic trail by 3. For 3. That one's good from Bain on the assist from Banchero. Bain's got 9.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Bridges passes to Brunson. Lets it fly. Bridges misses.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
And the basket by Bain.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Now here's Bridges. He's got 9. Lets it go from the wing. Anunoby can't get it to go. Orlando leading by 3. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Over Wagner. Anunoby can't get it to go.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Brian, back to you.
Very confident. Thanks much for the report, Allie.
What an answer from OG Anunoby, delivering the three-point shot in response. Wow.
And the basket by Bain.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Doris, when you think about the career of Mikal Bridges, how impressive has his development been?
B.A., I certainly think he's been a better player than people expected when he came out of college. What we know about Mikal Bridges is he's cross-positional defensively. He's made a number of big-time defensive plays in his defensive career. And offensively, he's proven more than just a three-point shooter. That fadeaway jump shot game is real.
Now here's Bain. on the wing. Pass to Suggs. 4-3. Nails it from beyond the arc. And it's a 12-point Magic lead.
Boy, what a great find by Carter Jr. Not a ball-stopping big man. You gotta love it.
Suggs outside. There's the drive. And stolen by Brunson. Wagner with a steal. Here's Bane. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Bane's got 17 now, just in the second half. Bane against Bridges. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
So Orlando ends up going with a new group. Pass to De Silva. They set a pick, and the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. Knicks trail by 14. Brogdon from outside. It's rebounded by Batase.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Here's De Silva. The baseline J is off the mark. And so it's Orlando up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They've been and with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Goga Batase is out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Anthony Black, and it's De Silva in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
Have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Orlando.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Magic leading by 17. It's stolen by Clarkson. New York working the ball around now. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. That one goes. Count it. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Black. Pass to De Silva. The 3 is up. Nails it from 3. De Silva's got his first 3 points of the game.
My goodness, that's just too clean a look. He takes full advantage.
Left side, Brogdon. Clarkson outside. Just 5 on the clock. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Shamet, no good.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
He hits the back iron and sinks it. Shamet's got 4 points in the quarter.
It all happened in an instant. Turning defense into offense. Love it.
Well, just terrific anticipation to force the turnover and ignite the break.
Puts up the tray. And another 3 for Orlando.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Black, no good. Knicks trail by 19. Robinson with it. Guarded now by Black. Brogdon from outside. Kicks it out to Clarkson. Pass to Shamet. Tipped away. And it's Orlando on the break. Takes a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking a three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Here's De Silva. That 3's off the mark. The Knicks have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Clarkson for 3. Connects from downtown.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Isaac for 3. The Knicks pull it in. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And he sinks the jumper.
Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Brogdon.
And they barely get to retain possession. Many times, that's a turnover.
New York making a switch here. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Robinson. Anunoby comes in for Clarkson. Mikal Bridges checked in for Yabusele. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Malcolm Brogdon. Knicks trail by 17. Now Bridges.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Magic.
What a huge win for them tonight. It seemed like all was lost for them, but then they battled back.
Yeah, games like this one can really define a team. They were able to prove that they could bounce back from even the most dire circumstances.
And what a huge performance it was for Desmond Bane.
Boy, it's not just the scoring he gave him. It was the efficiency with which he did it.
And here's New York now. It's been 8 unanswered for them. Outside Anunoby. Beyond the arc. Buries it from outside. And Carroll with a screen on Bridges. Brunson pulls it down. .36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Let's loose for three. Oh, he cannot hit. And so it's Banchero who brings it up for Orlando. They lead by 11. Yes, sir, with the three.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Landry Shamet, 3 points.
Bane fires. Oh, he comes right back with a three of his own. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. A competitive game. Yeah.
opening lineup for Boston. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Cada. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Hauser in at the 3 spot. And for the Magic, running out on the wings, they'll have Bane and Wagner. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. And it's Suggs in at the 5. Payne for 3. And Greg, we don't expect the pace to be fast tonight. These teams operate in the half court, don't they?
Exactly. There's so much transition offense in this league. It's interesting to watch teams execute in the half court.
They get it back. Pass to Hauser. Carter against Tatum. 5 to shoot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable of playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons, and his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
Now, here's Bane. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Buries it from 3-point range.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Tatum misses with the tough leaning jump shot. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley. We briefly talked about Jaylen Brown and what kind of defensive mindset you have to have against him. And he said, we have to be willing to work just as hard as he is. We have to fight through every single screen, talk to one another, and contest every shot we can. Sounds like it'll be an all-out effort against Brown here in this one. Kevin?
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Here's Wagner, following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Carter finds Wagner, and finish off by Wagner.
What a slam from Wagner. When he gets that close, he is going for it.
White goes in, pass to Cada. Back to Tatum. Over in the corner, White. Brown wide open, he fires. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. White against Wagner. White the pass to Hauser. The 3 from Tatum. Carter pulls it in. Orlando's gone. 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And the foul on Sam Hauser. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Bane passes to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
And this is what you love about Carter. Sets great picks, and he's a monster rolling toward the cup.
While he's a bit undersized for a forward, he more than makes up for it with his balance.
Pass to Bane. Banchero with the screen. Back to Bane. Banchero, a screen for Bane. Hands it from downtown.
Well, Bane is an efficient 3-point shooter, so you have to turn up your perimeter coverage when he's on the floor.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. A 3-ball. Carter pulls it in.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Banchero, that's good.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
Cada, the pass to Hauser. And the shot goes down.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And Greg, with the absence of Jason Tatum for the time being, perhaps a hiatus for the Celtics as a title favorite?
Well, not to mention some of the salary cap casualties. It's not the same team that won it all in 24, but in great position once Tatum returns.
And here is Tatum. After the 3-pointer from Desmond Bane. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Pass to Banchero. Bane sets the screen for Banchero.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Tatum with it. Defended now by Wagner. No one covering.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Banchero. 6 points for him.
And that drive gives Banchero all the momentum he needs. And, boy, he turns it into an explosive finish.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
Wagner finds Banchero. Right side, Suggs. And Derek White picks up the foul.
Derek White.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Third team foul.
Here are the Magic now. 7-point differential. Payne for 3. That one, no good. Here's Brown driving to the basket. Paolo Banchero getting it done for Orlando. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
On the floor for Boston. Anthony Simons out there with Peyton Pritchard. And it's Walsh in at the 3. Offensive rebound. Pass to De Silva. Here's Black. He's covered by Pritchard. Richardson, good.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Here's Tillman. And the layup's good off the glass.
Give a good player a good look, and you know what the outcome will be.
Magic leading by 6. Into the lane. That one falls. Black's got his first points of the night. Here's the Celtics with the ball. Outside, Simon. And the slam dunk by Simon.
And that's some serious liftoff from Simons. Wow.
Out of bounds, Magic ball is Orlando Magic possession. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Here's De Silva. And that one, good. De Silva's got the lead up to 8 now for the Magic. Here's Simon. The rebound by Batadze. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Richardson for 3. Offensive rebound. Pass to Black. Fires from deep. Here's De Silva. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Shot clock at 6. Now Isaac. Jacks up a 3. And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist by Isaac. And now an 11-point Magic lead. Driving inside. That's tipped. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. The Magic shooting their first free throw this game. Well, Richard, it's definitely become a shooter's league. The ability to knock down threes now becoming pivotal.
Oh, I think it's fascinating to see the skills evolve and the game change. Even if, as someone who was a shooter later in his career, I feel a little bit left out.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Substitution for the Celtics. Nemias Queta.
It's Richardson on the wing, covered by Simon.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Here's Simon. Good on the bucket. Simons has got 4 this quarter.
Ready inside. Simons amongst the big bodies.
Out to the right wing. Here's Black. Light covering.
2 minutes.
A nice shot by Black. And the Magic lead by 14.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
On offense, here are the Magic. They're on a 15-6 run. Richardson gets a wide-open look. Sinks the triple. Richardson's got 9.
Yet another. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those just started to fall like raindrops.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
A nice shot by Black.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Pass to De Silva. Back to Richardson. There's the triple. And the Magic, another three.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate. And that's how you lead a team, literally.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
Third team foul.
Simons against Richardson from outside the arc to the left wing. Back to Batase, and that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Tatum.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively. And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
White, good.
Derek White.
White's got his second basket of the night.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
The Celtics have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter.
So agile on the drive. When Tatum puts it on the deck, man, he is a major problem.
And again, it's Orlando with the three.
Always a threat. Three-point land that time was seriously expanded.
It's blocked. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Orlando out in front, running away with it. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Fans, get ready for the high RPM and amazing strokes in your pocket bike. Arena Entertainment.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The guard pair form will be Suggs and Bain. Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. And it's Carter in at the 5 spot. This is out there for Orlando. Yep, that one goes in there.
A glance around. Floor pays off, and Wagner spots the open man.
And Simons wide open. He'll fire. His three-pointers off the mark. Simons has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. And it's Banchero missing.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Carter finds Bain. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Carter's got his 4th assist in this one.
The second Bain touches that ball, he wants to shoot.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Oh, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With the Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Here's Banchero for 3. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Tatum, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Tatum's got 10.
Okay, listen. Tatum can strike from anywhere. The mid-range is an open option for him at all times.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Carter pulls it in, and it's Orlando's ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, it's always exciting to see a player with the hot hand. Klay Thompson knows a little something about that, and he said it's that flow state that any great athlete or artist, entertainer, tries to get into. The one thing I learned is you can't force those great nights. You have to let them just happen. Guys, back to you.
I can only imagine what it's like. Thanks a lot, Allie.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Now, here's Banchero. Jason Tatum missing his last shot.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Here's Bane. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Yeah, Bane can be this guy. When he gets hot, just keep feeding him.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky.
Whoa! Big time shot!
No, he didn't.
I don't think I have ever seen anything like that in my career. Wow! The mid-range is not an issue for Brown. It is just another weapon in his arsenal now.
Oh, he got it!
Wow!
It went in!
Did that just happen?
It went in!
Did that just happen? Wow!
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Whoa! From way out there!
And it drops. Okay. Showing off that deep, deep range. That is Desmond Bane.
Well, Orlando shooting an unreal 70% from the field, making a mockery of this defense. And here's Tatum for three. Rebound by the Magic.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter.
Oh! From way back!
Did you see where he shot that from?
Yeah.
And that one drops for him. And it's 6 points for Anthony Simons.
Speed kills, and Simons has...
He got it! Wow, way outside!
When in doubt, just do something spectacular.
White, wide open, he fires. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Banchero. Bane way outside. Got it off in time. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Orlando enjoying the kind of And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page. Woo.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court right now for the Celtics. Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. The guard pair are White and Simon. And it's Queta in at the center position. Pass to De Silva. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
And White kicks to Brown. And again, Boston with the triple.
Love the response by Brown, marching right back down and dropping in his own 3.
Inside, kicks it out to Richardson. Isaac a screen on Simon. Richardson no luck. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Wants to get it to Black and does. Here's De Silva. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Just 5 to shoot. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Here's Vitadze. No good from outside. Boston's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Brown fires the jumper from the corner and nails it.
Brown very confident in that jumper of his.
Richardson against Simon. It's good from long range. Richardson's got 24.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Isaac with a screen for Richardson. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. For Boston, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that.
A consistent shot for him. Brown likes the three.
Pass to Richardson. Isaac a screen on Simon. Richardson, good.
Real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm busting for my revenge.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Payne for three. And another three for Orlando.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here. Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there. And he's doing it all himself, shouldering the offensive load in effortless fashion right now.
Tatum setting the pick for Brown. Shoots over Wagner. Again, the Celtics good for two.
When Brown has the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous in the two-man game.
A deep three from Payne. The rebound by Queta. Queta's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Magic.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, when you look at the from way back.
Did you see where he shot that from?
Yeah.
Fires from way outside. And it's Brown missing. Now Payne from deep three-point territory. Oh, he got it!
Wow.
It went in!
Did that just happen?
It went in!
Did that just happen? Wow!
Assist goes to.
And so far, Brown has been dialed in and is showing no signs of letting up.
And yep, another basket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. It's offline from half court. Fires away from way outside. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Here's Brown, plenty of space. Nails the wide open jump shot.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him, but again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big
big names to win this kind of contest?
You know, many people think that's the case, but I actually am going to have the isolated camera on the others. As a certain guy would say, how much support will these stars get? That's going to be the determining factor.
And the starting group for the Celtics. White and Brown are the wingmen. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. And it's Simons in at the 1. Now here's Brunson. Bridges with it. Now guarded by White. Bridges misses.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Simons with it. He's against Bridges. Outside, Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot. Jump shot is good.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The Knicks head coach had a few moments to share with me. He was really talking up Derek White, especially the job he does defensively. Coach said, for my money, Derek is the best defensive guard in the NBA. He's long, he anticipates actions, and he can protect the rim. I can't think of another guard who does what White does. Back over to you guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now here's White. Brown, a screen on Brunson. And it's Simons missing. Year to year, Karl Anthony Towns remains an elite three-point threat in this league, Clark.
Yeah, he's one of the best shooters, period, in the league. And when you talk about just big guy shooters, he is the best. I mean, Jokic is maybe going to give him a run for the money, but I take Cat as the best three-point shooter of big men in the league. I mean, he's 7 feet tall, 250 pounds, and it's really hard to find anybody that can guard him outside and inside.
Now here's Hart. Pass to Brunson. White against Bridges. Right side Hart. Back to Bridges. Anunoby on the wing. Buries it from 3.
Nice pass by Bridges. Just keeping his options open out there.
Tatum with a screen. Puts one up from 19. Brown can't hit.
He just missed it. He's typically solid from mid-range.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Bridges passes to Hart. Now Towns. The kick out to Brunson. The 3 is up. Queta pulls it in. Celtics trail by 3. There's Tatum with the 3. Back to Simons. Driving to the basket. Kick out to Brown.
2 minutes remaining.
Lets it go from deep. Sinks the tray. Brown's got his second basket on the night.
When JB is on from here, it really boosts his team.
Screen by Hart. Anunoby for 3. Drills it from deep.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, fire 3 of your own. Boom.
There's Tatum with the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, stretching that defense all the way to the sidelines. Tatum with a nice shot.
Here's Brunson outside. And again, New York with the triple.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to Queta. Outside, Brown. Queta, pass to White. Kick out to Brown. No good with the triple.
That's what you want defensively. Force contested 3.
And there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Bridges passes to Towns. Back to Bridges. Launches a 3.
Boy, a quick defender like White, who's aggressive and strong, man, that's a nightmare for you if you're on offense.
Pass to Tatum. Here's Queta. Back to Tatum. Down low. Shot clock at 6. And that'll be Boston's ball as it goes out of bounds. Celtics able to keep possession here. And we've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter here.
When Brunson is helping on defense, it's huge for his team.
Misfires on the corner 3. Pass to Towns. And here's Anunoby. Here's Brunson outside. Queta pulls it in. Outside, Brown. No good on the triple. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Xavier Tillman is out there with Sam Hauser. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Garza in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pritchard, no good. New York leading by 6. Clarkson outside. And there's a foul. It's on Sam Hauser. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now here's Clarkson, defended by Hauser. Outside for Brogdon. Just 4 to shoot. Screen by Robinson. Fires the 3. Pass to Clarkson. The 3. They grab their own miss. To the middle. Here's Shamet. From downtown. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
A lackluster effort on defense gave him the look he wanted.
Here's Shireman. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Towns, he's checked in for Robinson. Josh Hart comes in for Yabusele. Anunoby, he's checked in for Shamet. And Brunson is subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. McBride, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And watch how Tatum navigates the contact. Just one of the many go-to moves for him in the paint.
Here's Hart, following the bucket by the Celtics. Drains the triple.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possession.
Now here's McBride. Into the lane. White with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. On the break, Jaylen Brown.
Boy, there's a lot to like about the attitude of Brown. If he sees a fast break opportunity, he's taking full advantage of it in a heartbeat.
And it's Clarkson missing. Celtics trail by 11. Tatum with it. Hart covering. Back to Tatum. Kick out to Brown. Tatum with a screen. And Anunoby pulls it down. And here's New York now. They're on a 13-5 run. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
And Brown is quite unselfish as a player, always willing to get the ball to the open teammate.
Towns outside. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now here's McBride. Defense is right there. Shots good by Hart.
You know, confidence is a big part of success in the NBA. And when Hart is assertive like this, it helps him get going.
And it's Simons missing.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
From behind the arc. Hart can't hit. Celtics trail by 15. It's stolen by Clarkson. Launches it from deep. Towns finds Clarkson. Boston pulls it in. Left side Tatum. There's the triple. And it's New York with a rebound. Hart's got 5 rebounds tonight. Kicks it out to Anunoby. The 3 is up. Nails it from beyond the arc. Anunoby's got 6 here in the quarter.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
Knicks leading by 19. Here's McBride. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Anunoby. Three-pointer. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's New York. Out in front by 19 going into the break. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Boy, without question, OG Anunoby displaying all his skills today.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
They've got Landry Shamet. He's out there with Miles McBride, and it's Daje in at the 4. That's the group starting the second half for Mike Brown. Robinson, a screen on Brown. Pass to Shamet. Now here's McBride. Launches it. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Brown scanning the floor. The fader. It's rebounded by McBride. Knicks leading by 19. Here's Daje. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Oh, throw it down!
Nice! I mean, he's just so electric. Simon's putting on a show.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Celtics trail by 17. Outside, Brown. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Bridges, he's checked in for New York. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, Brian. Mikal Bridges is very comfortable with his mid-range and in-between game. He said when it comes to the basketball court, it's not just the rims and the threes. You have the rest of the court, too. Now, not everyone is effective with those middle-distance shots, but Mikal always has been. Guys, back over to you.
He can knock him down. Thanks a lot, Allie. And New York has possession. Following the bucket by Boston.
Well done on the glass. Gets himself in position where he can use his size.
Brown, no good. New York leading by 15. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
White that time, feeling the separation, was able to shoot that shot with rhythm.
Shamet, pass to Robinson. Here's Daje. Here's Shamet. Back to McBride. It's good. And the Knicks lead by 14. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. They set the pick. And Boston again with the bucket.
And check out the handles from Brown. Just carving up the defense like a Thanksgiving turkey.
Jacks up a 3. It's a three-pointer. Shamet's got 6.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Here's Brown. Offensive board. Cater. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, but I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
White can't hit. Knicks leading by 15. Pass to Dadier. There's the three. Nails it from three.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Pulls it from the corner. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the inside. Oh, a flawless finish on the lob.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Shamet, no good. Celtics trail by 17. Simons passes to Queta. White for 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Knocks down the triple. Boston has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. There's Tatum with the 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Robinson's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Outside McBride. But if it goes, and so it's New York, ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. The hustle they've shown on defense. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Derek White out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Queta in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Tatum's athleticism as he drives, really impressive. I mean, just shredding the defense to pieces there.
And a deep 3 from Brunson. Out to Bridges. The 3 is up. And the 3-pointer goes. Bridges has got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on deep.
White for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. White's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, White is a capable 3-point shooter now, and he does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
Yabusele, hook that.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Buries it from 3.
You know, he's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
Simons passes to Tatum. White for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
Part of White's expanding game is the attention to his jump shot, and he's made great improvement in that area.
Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Honestly, I have no idea what happened right there. That was wild.
So for the Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for Robinson. Hart comes in for Yabusele. And it's Anunoby in for Shamet. Hey, Tatum getting it done inside.
Tatum clearly putting on a show in this one. Doing it all.
Here's Anunoby. Fires the 3. It's money from deep.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it. The offense is flowing through him right now. He just keeps coming.
Brunson with it. Now the cat can leap. Towns with the big finish on the lob.
And defensively, you've got to be on the lookout for this. I mean, Towns gets up in a hurry now.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Fires away from outside. Oh, it misses.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
It's foul. Jason Tatum. Third personal foul. First team foul.
Bridges against White. Can't get the 3. Celtics trail by 16. And White finishes off the break. Well done.
Outstanding play by White that time. He just took off and got up and down in a heartbeat.
Outside Brunson, driving inside. Here's Anunoby. Tatum with a steal. Brown inside. He's covered by Hart.
The athletic Brown with a big-time slam. You got to defend him better than this.
Brunson. Now Bridges. Shoots a three. Oh, it doesn't go. Tatum. Hey, strong move, Tatum.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
I really like the chances with Tatum at the line. He locks in and focuses on these two.
New York leading by 9. Brunson.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
Have to avoid fouls like that. Defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
New York making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in, and he makes all 3. All right, Grant, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success. Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Knicks.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for OG Anunoby.
He was just everywhere for them on both ends, really, just showing a lot of aggressiveness and intensity.
Third personal foul.
That free throw good from Brunson.
Jalen Brunson.
Both free throws good from Brunson. In the summer of 24, Jalen Brunson signed a contract extension, famously signing for less than his max, Clark.
Yeah, you know, B.A., it was a calculated move by Brunson because he wanted the team to have room to add additional players. If you ask me, that's the kind of winning, selfless attitude you want from the guy who's your franchise player.
And so it's Boston with it. It's a 10-point game. Simons. White up top. Here's the pass to Brown. Clarkson. And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this game.
inside tonight. Both of these teams have powerhouse front courts.
Yeah, Kevin, it could get very, very physical down low. You're right about that. It is size versus size. They're going to be fighting for position, fighting for every rebound, Kevin. It's kind of like an old school energy to this matchup.
A look at the Magic starting group. Running out on the wings, they'll have Bane and Wagner. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. And it's Suggs in at point guard.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Puts up a three. Hart outside. Brunson finds Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Anunoby. And he gets it to go from the corner. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Suggs passes to Bane. Carter with a screen on Bridges. Back to Suggs. Pass to Bane. The tray. Good on the three-point shot.
Yeah, Bane is dangerous from three-point land. The defense has to chase him off that line.
Hart, that's good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And with the goal of improving offensively, Stan, the Magic have made some moves.
Well, this is a team that hasn't been inclined to make many trades in the past. But with the young star talent they possess comes the urgency to win now.
Bane with the bucket.
Desmond Bane.
Bane's got 5 now.
Stopping and shooting. Bane showing how little prep his shot needs.
Suggs with the steal. On the wing, Bane.
Knicks foul.
Defended by Bridges. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game. So it's Orlando now. Bane for 3. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns.
Blocking foul called on Jalen Suggs. First personal foul. First team foul.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Yep, it counts.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
Banchero, a screen on Bridges to the middle. That's good from Banchero on the assist by Bane.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is the engine that makes this team go, and he has sacrificed so that the Knicks could surround him with talent. He said, winning trumps everything that I do individually. I'll do my part to help this team try to get a championship. It's all about the journey, and I am happy to be a part of it. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, you're right. Putting the team first. Thanks a lot, Allie. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Banchero passes to Bane. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from deep. And it's Suggs missing. New York leading by 3. Hart with a screen on Bane. Hart kicks to Brunson. 52 seconds left to play here in the first. Hart with the screen for Bridges. Over Banchero. Bridges shot. Good. Bridges got 6 points.
How about the ball handling from Bridges? Just taking his time in that pick and roll.
Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Wagner wide open. The Magic again can't hit. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. 7-point differential. That shot wide open. He has 7.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like,
you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
The three. Franz Wagner grabs the miss. Here's Suggs. Oh, and the buzzer beat is good.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
And so it's New York bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Knicks are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. They've got Jonathan Isaac. Black is out there with Richardson. Then it's Batazzi. And it's De Silva in at the 3 spot. Clarkson for 3. Pass to Shamet. Now Yabusele. New York, no good that time either. And up the court come the Magic on the break. From deep, Richardson connects from 3-point range. Richardson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Always eager to shoot the free, and on the fast break, he knows it's going to be there for him.
And here are the Knicks now, trailing by 4. Here's Shamet. From down in the low post, it goes.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by the Magic.
Isaac with a screen for Richardson. Pass to Black. Stolen by Brogdon. Out to Clarkson. And it's off from 3-point range. Orlando's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Richardson, no luck. For New York, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Back to Shamet. Yabusele in the corner. Nailed from 3-point land. Yabusele's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Black with it, and it's Clarkson picking him up. Here's De Silva. The Magic again can't hit. From downtown, and it's Orlando with the rebound. Now Black. No good on the 3. Clarkson against Richardson. Clarkson passes to Brogdon. Shoots the 3. The rebound by Batazzi. Only the 6th player ever from the country of Georgia. Batazzi is an inspiration, Coach.
He sure is, Kevin, and a hard-playing guy who can really defend and rebound, and he's an underrated offensive player. Great finisher around the rim. This guy can help almost anybody.
Black kicks to Richardson. Here's Black. He's guarded by Brogdon. Pocket 6. Pass to De Silva. For the 3. The rebound by Yabusele. The Knicks with the lead. Oh, he got hacked on the 3-pointer. He'll head to the line.
Well, look, Clarkson is a great guy to have in your lineup simply due to his versatility.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. The Magic trail by 4. Here's Black. Misses the 3. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 10-2 run here. New York, no good that time either. The Magic have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Pass to Bitadze. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Clarkson goes in. Yabusele finds Shamet. 6 to shoot. good with the triple. The Magic trail by 4. Here's De Silva. Another miss by Orlando. Pass to Clarkson. Fires the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Clarkson's got 5.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this.
What a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
How about that triple to put a cap on their run here going into the...
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
The Knicks, 33. Orlando, 23. Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot from Lee.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You gotta like what Jordan Clarkson has done in this case.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. We've got Jalen Brunson. Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Bridges. And it's Towns in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Mike Brown as we get going here in the second half. Wagner outside. And stolen by Anunoby. And here we go. The fast break. Brunson's got it. Back to Bridges. Pass to Towns. Wagner against Hart. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. It's a 10-point game. Good. Banchero's got his second basket of the night. Stan, you and, well, your whole family, masters of defensive coaching. So with that in mind, what makes a great defender?
Wow, that is a great question, Kevin, and a complicated one in a lot of ways. Number one, length and athletic ability really help you. Guys who can move their feet and have great length can cover up a lot of mistakes. But then there's the fundamentals and your ability to move your feet and great focus and determination.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
Comes down low. Harder on him. It's stolen by Suggs. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Miles McBride's checked in for Jalen Brunson.
Coming onto the floor for York.
Banchero was screened for Suggs. And they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet you still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Goes up. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
What a play there, the hoop plus the harm.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The Magic trail by 8. Lets it fly, and that one's good. Suggs has got 5.
Oh, confident shot by Suggs. He just goes right up and lets it fly.
And Hart has it in the corner. And stolen by Wagner. And a wide open look for Payne. That's good, and it's Banchero with the assist. Now it's just a 3-point New York lead. To stand in terms of emerging young stars, Banchero is very high on that list.
Well, he sure is, Kevin, because he can create shots for himself and his teammates. And as we've already seen in his early years, this guy is at his best in the playoffs, and that's a trait you're always looking for.
Hart, no good.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Suggs kicks to Payne. Pass to Wagner. Fires for 3. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. Bridges got 5 rebounds tonight. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That is his first foul of the game.
It's really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
So New York ends up going with the new group. Here's De Silva. No good on the triple. We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That is his first foul of the game. 1:16 left to play in the third. Here's Black. Hits the three-point bomb. 10 points for him.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Pass to Yabusele. Now Shamet. Richardson cover. Shot clock at 5. This one for 3. Rebounded by Isaac. The Magic trail by 3. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Richardson outside. Back to Black. From 20 feet out. And Orlando again with the bucket. New York's gone into a slump here from three-point range. Shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Now, here's Brogdon. He's guarded closely. Yabusele, the screen. Shamet, the pass to Yabusele. Gets it off. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. It's still anybody's game. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for Orlando, Batanza is out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Anthony Black. And it's De Silva in at the small forward. Black with it. Isaac a screen on Brogdon. Black. Isaac. Pass to De Silva. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Richardson outside. Here's Bitadze, guarded by Robinson. Shot clock at 6. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
And here we go. Here's Black. Took it the length and buries the 3. Black's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Magic. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Orlando.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Here's De Silva, off target from outside.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a culture.
A shot by Clarkson, no good. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Black. Three-pointer. It's good!
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc. Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Knicks trail by 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
Outside, Dane, and down goes the 3.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Here's Towns. Got it to go off the glass.
Yeah, with his size and build, Towns can be very forceful inside, and no one was able to stop him.
Desmond Bain, the three is off. New York's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. For three, Van Carroll vacuums it in. And there's the foul. It's on time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Outside, Bain buries the deep ball.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
1:15 left here in the fourth quarter. And there's the three.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
New York shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Orlando.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
Cleared away by Hart. And now the Knicks on the break. It's tipped. Here's Bridges. And he does not hit. Wagner looking it over. Wagner with a screen for Banchero. He drills the three.
And yeah, they sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Bain fires. Oh, the turnaround. That was too sweet.
Well, when Bain gets going, he can be a problem for defenses. He'll become a real force on the offensive end.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win.